man, I'm selling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, tell me the story. So I want you to like walk me through like when you hit that fame. When I first seen you was on that Locked Up interview.
Right.
How did you get chose for that? What were you doing when they told you, "Hey, Fleece,
Well, I
come
was
interview"?
turning up to prison. I'd already whooped all the guards and shit, and I'm throwing shit on 'em, buckets and shit. No, we having a war in this, because they was violating inmates' rights, and when we try to take them to court, handle this shit legal, they want to tear our mail up and block our access to the court, right? So that put us in a position where we got to take matters into our own hand. We got to just fight you, man. You ain't gonna respect our rights, okay? So we throw shit on them, and so then I did that for 6 years, man. I made like 40, 50, 60 guards quit their job, man. We got it documented on file. It was 60. I know it was more than that though, right? So uh when I started calming down, they was having me do these skirt straight things in prison. I got more experience than anybody else, right? And now I'm at a time where I'm not even around at this particular time, right? I ain't around in about like 8 or 10 years by that time, right?
Okay.
And AIDS came out and I backed up. And so uh they came in and said, Fleece, we got MSNBC in her. See, I ain't know the prison still had an attitude from all that fighting them and shit, right?
So you was sitting in a jail cell when they came to you.
Yeah, I'm in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they said, would you like to do a documentary? It'll really have the juveniles. They said all this shit, right? Said, I felt like I ain't never getting out, man. So I got everything I want in her. So I'm cool, I don't want for shit. It's life and I'm a king in this month, right? So I did it. And then a couple months later, I think it was longer than a couple months, maybe 8 or 9 months. A guard said, hey, I saw you on TV. I said, what?
So you didn't even know what you.
Nah, I didn't know they did all this shit without my consent, the cartoons and shit, the Boondocks.
Yeah.
So he said, man, you ain't gonna like it. It went on and went on. Then when I seen they put up there and how they portrayed me, I said, oh, y'all want to go back to fighting again? So it's back to the fight. I'm back in the hole now, right?
So you had changed, and then you
Yeah,
were trying to help the youth and said
yeah,
all that. And
yeah.
and that
Snapped me right back.
the quote that got you, like you say, I likes you. I want.
Mhm.
What did you say?
I say, if I see you and I like you and I want you, I gotta have you. It's just clear as that. But then you think about, well, let's deal with the type of people that they said I took their butt. Let's start there. What kind of people were they? Were they Christians, non-Christian, mothers, Jehovah, Jew? No, there's around foul criminals. The foulest, easiest because they was shooting up your neighborhood, killing and robbing you, taking you, breaking in your house, carjacking, all that raping and killing your daughters and mamas. These are that I'm in prison with that people have some sort of sympathy for they lost their they killed two of your family members, right?
So you feel like superhero.
Man, I felt like they got good ass, right? And what they thought, right? I ain't sympathizing with you, man. I've been in here and probably ain't never getting out. My dick is whole, nigga. I saw give something up, nigga. Everybody in here got everybody's whole looking around at each other, seeing who's the weakest, right? Cause whoever it is, he gonna get pounded, right?
Because I'm glad you said the weakest. Because I
Yeah.
understood you when you said you was like, I'm doing this, but I'm a warrior. And I didn't. I thought everybody was a warrior until some people
Nah,
do something to them, they
yeah.
gonna quit.
Man, I seen Booty make warriors out of shit. The weakest in the prison turned gangster when it came to booty, man. With his had boot that butter his. But you know, it was good, man. It was exciting. You know, I just what I was raised in as a child. I didn't go to school out here. I got kicked out of school at the age of 10. Never went back. Went to prison. I was illiterate, man.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't read or write. I taught myself. I went to the library. When I learned how to read, I went to the library and got all the GED books and all the school books out and read them. Took the test and blew it off the chart, right? Taught myself, self-taught. But
Cause you sound when in that interview you sounded articulate.
man,
you wouldn't have thought you didn't go to school.
Man, I did paralegal work now, man.
Okay.
And they hated me for that because the case was called Kindred versus Bland. You Google that, Kindred versus Bland. Say Google Kindred versus Bland. You'll see. That's the boxing shoot that Booty Man won in Western District of Kentucky. My testimony won it, you know, and so they blamed me. So it cost the state $200 million.
Was that before the interview or after?
Before.
Okay.
Costing $200 million. And that's when they start telling the inmates, we can't feed you fried chicken no more, thanks to Fleece Johnson. He won the 200. Everybody said, man, go on with this. You gonna feed us good. We buy our own chicken, you know. So they had a vendetta against me. And that's why they did a documentary, edited, cut it, called me Booty Man, said I was a